Hello, adventurers. Today we're diving into a magical story full of mystery, bravery, and unforgettable moments. Get ready to explore a world of wonder. Let's begin. Title: Santa Claus's Secret Mission. Chapter 1. The Magical Night Begins. On Christmas Eve, lights sparkled everywhere and children around. The world slept, eagerly awaiting Santa Claus's visit. In the North Pole, the workshops were bustling with activity. The elves were busy wrapping gifts, and the reindeer were getting ready to fly through the night sky. But this Christmas was different. As Santa Claus checked his final list of presents, he noticed a mysterious golden envelope that hadn't been there before. He opened it carefully and read, "Dear Santa Claus, there is one child who needs a true miracle this year. Not just a gift, but hope. Please find a way to help her before it's too late." Santa raised his own eyebrows in surprise and looked at his chief helper, the elf Twinkle. "This is strange," said Santa. "Normally, children write to adopt me with their wishes, but this letter is different. We need to find out who wrote it and what this child needs." Twinkle, puzzled, asked, "But how do we find a child who hasn't asked for anything?" Santa smiled and said, "We have a magical way. The crystal ball will show us everything." Searching for the mysterious child. Santa stood before the magical crystal ball and waved his hand over it, causing it to glow softly. The mist inside the ball cleared, revealing the image of a little girl sitting alone at a window, gazing at the stars with a sad expression. "Her name is Emma," Santa said softly. He could see the orphanage where she lived, and there were no Christmas trees, no presents, no family celebrating with her. All the other children were asleep, but Emma remained awake, whispering to the stars as if speaking to parents she had never met. "I don't want any gifts this year. I just wish I could have a family to love me." Santa felt a deep sadness in his heart. "We must do something, Twinkle. We can't leave her like this on Christmas." The journey to the orphanage. Santa hopped onto his sleigh and urged the reindeer to take off. "This journey is different, my friends. We're not just bringing gifts this time. We're bringing hope." They soared through the snowy sky, passing by cities that shimmered with lights like diamonds. When they reached the orphanage, Santa used his magic to make everyone fall asleep for a few moments so he could move quietly. He entered Emma's room, where she was still awake, unaware of his presence. She was whispering to the stars, talking to parents she'd never met. Santa gently placed a small wooden box with golden engravings on her table. But as he did, he felt a strange energy coming from it. It wasn't just any gift. It was something truly special. A gift beyond imagination. When Emma awoke, she noticed the box beside her. She wasn't expecting anything this year, so she stared at it in surprise. She slowly opened the lid, and suddenly, a warm light filled the room, as if a tiny sun had risen inside the box. Inside it, she saw a magical miniature village with children playing in the snow, Christmas trees twinkling, and families gathering together in joy. Then she heard a soft voice saying, "Merry Christmas, Emma. The greatest miracles come too those who believe in them." Emma didn't fully understand yet, but she felt a warmth in her heart, something she hadn't felt in years. The true magic of Christmas. As Emma touched the box again, she felt herself being transported into the miniature village. She found herself in the middle of it, where children ran up to her with smiles. "Welcome, Emma," they all cheered. She didn't understand how they knew her name, but she didn't feel out of place. It was as though she had found her home for the first time. An older man who resembled Santa Claus approached her and said softly, "Family isn't always the people you are born with. Sometimes it's the ones who give you unconditional love." When Emma blinked her eyes, she was back in her room, But now she had a smile on her face. The big surprise, on Christmas morning, Emma woke up to the sound of laughter she had never heard before. When she walked out of her room, she saw that the orphanage had transformed completely. A huge Christmas tree stood in the middle of the hall, decorated with lights and ornaments, and most importantly, there were a man and a woman waiting for her with warm smiles. The man gently said, "Emma, we've been looking for you for a long time. We want to give you a home if you're ready for it." Emma froze for a moment, not believing what she was hearing. A family? Was this her miracle? She looked around, seeing all the other children happily receiving their gifts, and happiness filled the place. Then she glanced at the small dot box still on her table, and she knew the truth. Santa did it. Santa returns to the North Pole. After completing his mission, Santa returned to the North Pole, smiling with pride. He sat by the fire holding a cup of hot cocoa while Twinkle the elf sat beside him, reading letters from children. "Do you think she'll be happy, Santa?" Twinkle asked. Santa laughed and said, "I don't think so, Twinkle. I'm sure of it." He looked at the magical snow globe and saw Emma hugging her new parents, full of joy. Then he took a deep breath and whispered, "This is the true meaning of Christmas: love, giving, and miracles." The sound of the reindeer outside preparing for next year echoed through the air, and Santa smiled, saying, "Let's start getting ready for next Christmas." Thank you for joining us on this magical journey. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible adventures. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of storytelling. See you soon.